EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the home of the Ryder Cup in 2021, Whistling Straits, it's live first-round coverage of the Kohler Open. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. Well, the majors are all complete for the year. It is time to turn our attention to the big prize remaining. That, of course, the FedEx Cup. We're getting into the home stretch now. We will be at Scottsdale next week, Boston the week after that. And then it all gets started. Round one in Memphis, just 4 weeks from today. There's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, hello Rich. What a treat we're in for today. The backdrop of Lake Michigan and over 1,000 bunkers. Some reports say 1,012. So finding the fairway essential around this track, and we're off to a solid start.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at even par. We move on to the 597-yard second, the shorter of the 2 par 5s on the front. Gentle dogleg left. If you go for the green in 2, beware of a deep hot bunker 35 yards short of the putting surface. Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a long and slender hole, very challenging, and being on the right-hand side makes it even more so. We're looking at a blind second shot with that pot bunker just 35 yards short of the green, making it even more tough.
Got every bit of that, flew it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. Frank, how do you like the look of the first par 3 on the golf course, the third hole?
Well, you have a good look at Lake Michigan for a start. That's certainly not where you want to hit it, though. Really use the green, the shape of the green, which angles to the left.
All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. This is a 9-footer. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Well, here we are at the par 4 fourth. It's a shade under 500 yards, and it is the hardest hole on the golf course. Why? Well, Pete Dye's playing mind games. Yet again, he's trying to get you to avoid those mounds on the right side. You do, and what happens is so many tee shots go toward those left bunkers and the dunes that fall dangerously toward Lake Michigan. Again, mind games from the mastermind, Pete Dye. That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And the fourth here at Whistling Straits is challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway. And that's what we've done here. So, still a chance of making a par or better.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And this has a little bit of uphill to it, working back to the right at the end.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Well, here we are at the 603-yard par 5 fifth. This is the hole that Bryson DeChambeau made famous at the Ryder Cup with that 417-yard drive. Bryson DeChambeau with a flip wedge in. That was a game changer for Bryson. Maybe it can be for you too. And that will make going for this par 5 into much more difficult, as that is into the fairway bunker. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, and it was an aggressive line off the tee, understandable, but no, we're over here in this sea of trouble on the right-hand side, and from this point, you've just got to get it back in play.
Excellent second shot here at the par 5. Frank, certainly a birdie is well within range.
Well, from that distance, that second shot, that's inside the PGA Tour standard, really. 2 super shots, and you're right. Outside chance for 3.
Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Ready to hit the tee shot here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, Rich, finally a par 4 that's not overly long. There's a little bunker down the left. That's about 250 yards. Shouldn't have a problem carrying that, but it's the next 2, just up ahead around the 330 mark. Just keep it a little short of that, short iron in.
This one working up the right side. Just what you want at this point around. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker.
Oh, there's one place you really hope you didn't find at the 6th hole, and it's right here. The pot bunker in the Gremlin's ear. This will test the best of short games.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at -3. It's a beautiful hole, isn't it? You got a great view of Lake Michigan. It's 221 yards. You can only gaze at that water for so long, then you have to get back to the task at hand, and it is a tough one. Boy, that one was coming in hot, and it winds up carrying over the back of the green. This from 7 feet. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan and dunes and bunkers on the right. This one's starting a little bit right.
Didn't need much more from that breeze blowing hard from the right, but it just didn't come in at the end and managed to hang up in that first cut of rough.
Now this for birdie.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line.
Oh, dude, that, what a roll that was. A long one in for birdie. And he'll get it now to 4 under par, just 2 shots off the lead. Well, this hole you have to be airtight, as they say, T2 green. And why do we say that? Because if you look ahead, about 100 yards short of the green, there's an enormous tree which could block your approach. So positioning off the tee is critical so that you have the right angle to this 9th hole as we close out the front side.
Oh, I like that tee shot. One extra bounce. That's what kicked it into the first cut.
So no real problems here with the lie. It's his second from that first cut.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Could we see magic on 2 straight holes? This, another long one for birdie. Oh, that one led perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th, and that will be a 31 on the front side, 5 under par. Starting off the backside with a 391-yard par 4-10. Best to try and hug the left side of the fairway. You have to avoid the deep bunker on the right, which demands a 240-yard carry. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
136 is the number, and the pin on the back portion in the left-hand side of this green.
Just 5 feet left. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll stay at 5 under. Here we are at the 11th. It is the longest par 5 at Whistling Straits, measuring, how's this, a whopping 645 yards. Good drive will give you a chance to get your second on the plateau, offering a good look at your third. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker.
This par 5, one of the easiest holes on the golf course too. But that second shot just caught the edge of the bunker. And now, a little bit of trouble.
Pretty good. That all that remains for a birdie 4. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
Yeah, at 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of the screen and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
"15 feet away. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain at 6 under par. Just amazing what man can do, right? Make the earth look like the moon, make Wisconsin look like Ireland. That's what this 402-yard par 4 13th is all about. They call it cliffhanger, and you can see why. That green is is hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Good luck here. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Right around 6 feet here for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. Frank, any major championship gives you a good mix of holes. We've had some long ones, and now this one just under 400 yards.
But it will punish you if you're offline. There's trouble left and the mounds and the bunkers on the right. So ideally, it's a positional tee shot.
Well, that is right and way offline.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
So from the rough, Iona's down there.
Yes, he's left himself 140 yards to the flag. Although the ball is sitting down a little in this rough, he's going to have to come in steep and dig it out.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again left and right. But it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole.
And this one gonna settle into the bunker off the tee.
There are so many different shots that you have to hit in golf. So to find the green from so far back in the fairway bunker is extremely good.
Chance now for another birdie. Now a 7-footer. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Onward now to the shortest par 5 at Whistling Straits, the 16th at 568 yards. It's reachable into, but there are plenty of dunes and bunkers that can steal your glory. And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly as second to the par 5.
This par 5, one of the easiest holes on the golf course too. But that second shot just caught the edge of the bunker. And now, a little bit of trouble.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And the lead moves to 2 with 2 to play here on day 1. Well, Frank, we know that Pete Dye has given the world some intimidating par 3s, most notably the 17th at TPC Sawgrass. He says this one is even more fearsome.
And the reason why is the drop up on the left. It's 20 feet below the level of the green. Then you've got the sand dunes on the right, where they're sort of speckled with bunkers as well. And then there's a little sliver of green grass in between. That's the green.
And that one not on the green, but not a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Oh, how about the touch right there? Very well done.
Hard to do much better than that. It was nearly perfect.
No problems there. That's par here at 17. And the lead's going to remain 2. Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. You make 3, you will have likely won it all.
That's a whopper of a tee shot. Couple more bounces. Oh, just in the first cut.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And this is going to be an opening round 64. Sensational. So for the golfer we watched today, Frank, all smiles after the round, a leader by 2.
You're not going to win on the first day, Rich, but that's a great start, and it will be interesting to see if they can go the whole way.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Whistling Straits Golf Course on the shores of Lake Michigan, live second-round coverage of the Kohler Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's got a 2-shot advantage here to begin play. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Hi Rich, it's great to be here. We are in for an adventurous ride today, the backdrop of blue Lake Michigan. But finding the short grass, the fairway, one of the hardest things to do around here, so we're off to a promising start.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. And he's going to remain at 8 under. This is the shorter of the 2 par 5s on the front, the second, at 597 yards. So you know that next one is long. Just a little bit of a dogleg to the left. If you are going to try to knock it on into, you have to keep an eye on that pot bunker. It's 35 yards short of the green. And if you're in that, you may not be coming out. Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a long and slender hole, very challenging, and being on the right-hand side makes it even more so. We're looking at a blind second shot with that pot bunker just 35 yards short of the green, making it even more tough.
That ball went straight down into the heavy rough.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And coming off a 64 in yesterday's round one, he'll move to 1 under here today. Now the stunning 188-yard par 3 third here at Whistling Straits.
Yeah, the green angles to the left. You have to be careful because it's well protected by those huge bunkers and dunes on the left.
That one going to wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
And it's about halfway through this putt where it's going to break from left to right.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. So off the par 3 third, now a beefy par 4, Frank.
And it's called Glory. And make 4 here, give yourself a self 5.
Frank, this is a big hole right here. The fourth, it is almost 500 yards, par 4.
And you can see the bunkers and the mounding down the right side. Believe it or not, that's actually where you should aim your tee shot and just let the contours move that ball towards the middle of the fairway.
This starting toward the right side.
So it's official. Will not hit every fairway today. First fairway missed in the rough. Let's see what they can do from here.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
For being such a long way out, it's pretty straightforward. You've just got to make sure you get it there.
Come on.
Well read. That's Ian for a bogey 5. He'll fall back to 8 under par. Start to make our way inland now at the par 5 fifth. It is a shade more than 600 yards. All you want. You're going to need plenty of firepower to get home into, that's for sure. Water left, water right. You want to stay down that left side of the fairway. You'd be happy to walk away with a 5 here. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Almost a great shot, just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, a bit of chip and a putt, still make 4.
Birdie putt now moving to his right. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. Set to go now at the 6th. It's a pretty short par 4.
Yeah, slight dogleg to the right, but you can play it straight away. There's a series of bunkers down that left side, and then they really choke the fairway at about 320 yards.
So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
That's the modern game. Huge tee shot, little shot, get in close, and potential birdie.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he gets it to 2 under for his round. 11 under now for the tournament. What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is 221 yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there, and a chance now for a birdie here at 7. 11 feet away. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie, and he'll move to 11 under par. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan. All those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. Oh, that's not going as intended. And now problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. Nah, that's not going to escape it.
Just nothing really on that chip shot. Just, it's a waste.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. He'll fall to 10 under par. We finish up the front side here at Whistling Straits with the 442-yard par 4 9th. Fairway tends to funnel the tee shot toward the middle, but if you're too far to the right, a large tree about 100 yards short of the green could block your approach.
Smoked that drive. A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
Now this, Iona, from just off the fairway.
Yes, there's 135 yards to the flag. And that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
This could be a good one.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. It's a birdie at number 10. And he's opened up a 2-shot lead here in round 2. This is a brute of a par 5. It's the longest by far at Whistling Straits. 645 yards, the 11th hole. Hit a good drive, and you'll have a chance to put your second on that plateau. You can see it down a ways, and then from there, you'll have a good look at your third, and maybe a chance at birdie. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
Here we go. 7-footer for birdie. A good roll there. That's in for birdie. And he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday. Up next, it is the number 18 handicap hole, but don't be fooled. The 163-yard par 3 12 as the most challenging green at Whistling Straits. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Now this for another birdie.
We're looking at a right to left break here, but it demands Spanish hands. It's all about feel, not much break, but it will have speed.
Okay, didn't quite get it there, but that's a decent effort. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Arriving here at the 402-yard par 4 13th. It's called Cliffhanger with good reason. The green hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Best to favor the left side of the fairway if possible. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. Ten-foot putt left. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday. Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
From just off the fairway, Iona, second shot coming up.
The number is 129, all the way to the flagstick. And that wind, it's coming from right to left, so you might need to start this a little bit to the right-hand side.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Completely missed the sweet spot there, and it's going to come up way short.
Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
That one up the right side. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. See what he can do with this one. His second at the 15th. Just want to avoid the flyer lie coming out of that rough. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
17-foot putt here.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. He moves to 15 under. 16th here at Whistling Straits is the shortest par 5 on the golf course. Also one of the most exciting holes on the golf course. We saw that at the Ryder Cup. It was a pivotal hole. Recall on Saturday, Jordan Spieth making eagle here after his partner, Justin Thomas, hit that sensational approach shot. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Oh dear, that looks thick in there. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. Here we are at the 249-yard 17th. What a hole. One of the most intimidating peep dive par 3 anywhere in the world. Most players will play it safe to the right side of the green because the left, it has that 20-foot drop down to the sand dunes and Lake Michigan beyond.
Now a 7-footer.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. We come now to one of the most celebrated finishing holes in all of golf. Whistling Straits, 520-yard par 4 18. An aggressive drive down the left side requiring a 270-yard carry over the sand dunes and bunkers. Safer to play it to the right. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And this will be a second round score of 64. That is very well done.
Well, Frank, what a day of golf we saw out there today. 7,800 yards of, I'd like to say pure joy, but for the ones that have done well, you earned it.
Well said, Frank. For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long for now from Whistling Straits. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the eastern shores of Wisconsin and Whistling Straits, it's live third-round coverage of the Kohler Open. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a commanding 5-shot lead here as he has been spectacular thus far. That will wind up in the bunker left of this first fairway to get the morning started.
All right, so that one settles in the bunker. What kind of an early test is this here at the first, Frank?
Well, I was hoping for the fairway. That didn't happen. Now he's in the bunker. I'm hoping he can still hit the green. Tee shot in the fairway bunker set up this problem, and now awry again. So we've got the spray can out at the moment. The flop shot has become so popular now, especially out of the shortish rough. It's actually a low-risk shot. Well played.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Frank, how about the par 5, 597-yard second hole?
They give you a chance here. If you can hit a long drive down the left side, it starts to open up. But even a drive that finds the fairway down the right side, you might think it's okay. But chances are you can have a blind second shot.
Two drives and 2 bunkers hit so far. That is not going to be a winning formula at this place. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And we're over on the left-hand side in one of the biggest bunkers you'll find at Whistling Straight, so don't feel too bad about finding it. The lip, however, not too high, so it means we've got a good crack at advancing it down there.
Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least. Okay, that's acceptable there. A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
And not too much break on this, maybe a little to the right, but it's going back up the hill, so we can't leave it short.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to 17 under par. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
Ooh. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. Up next, the hardest hole on the course, the intimidating 494-yard par 4 fourth. Many players avoid the mounting on the right side of the fairway, only to bounce their tee shots left toward the bunkers and dunes that fall off toward Lake Michigan. and it would appear that that ball is into the bunker. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Here at Whistling Straits, and they call this hole Snake. Frank, how do you avoid getting bitten by it?
Well, if you go left, there's water. If you go right, there's water. This hole is anything other than straight, so it suits its name. Somehow find the fairway. Best way to play this is to treat it as a 3-shotter.
This one starting a little left off the tee.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the 3rd shot today. How close can you hit it?
This now 7 feet for his birdie. Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And he's got it to -18. On to the 6th now. Not overly long at 409 yards. You can see by the flyover, bunkers are seemingly everywhere. Might sound like a bit of a broken record, but finding the fairway here is crucial, as it should set up just a wedge in for the downhill approach. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, and this 6th hole is the shortest on the front 9, known as Gremlin's Ear. That's because of the unique shape of this green. Thankfully, the pin today is in the front portion. Definitely more accessible, but beware of those bunkers short right.
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. A straightforward look here for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. He moves to 19 under for the tournament. Frank, there's a good reason they call this 7th hole Shipwreck. It's 221 yards long, and there is plenty of trouble to the right.
Yeah, water, rocks, bunkers, all sorts of things. But really, when you look at the hole another way, it shapes up for a left to right shot.
Oh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin. And that will be no bargain in there. I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he's going to stay at 19 under par. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan. And dunes and bunkers on the right. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Second shot coming now from just over 170 yards.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
A look here at birdie.
Yeah, and over a putt like this, you've really got to trust the fact you've banked the practice, you trust the process, and certainly trust the line.
Tell you what, that's not too bad. At least it didn't race away. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Finishing up this front 9, Frank, with a better than 440-yard par 4.
Bunkers left and bunkers right. The goal here is to hit it down the left side of the fairway. Otherwise, you might be blocked out by some of those trees that are just short of the green.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Pin cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. That's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Starting off the backside with a 391-yard par 4 10. Best to try and hug the left side of the fairway. You have to avoid the deep bunker on the right, which demands a 240-yard carry. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Frank, safety off the tee. Now what happens on this second shot?
This green, Rich, is just elevated a little bit, so you can't just sort of grab a wedge and just hit away willy-nilly. You've got to be careful here that you must flight that shot in properly to make it land softly on this green. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
14 feet to the hole. Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. He gets it to 20 under par. 645-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Now, this par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Oh, that is a good bunker play right there. Just a few feet left for a 4. Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. And he moves to 21 under par. Now to the 12th, short little par 3.
Yeah, just a short iron in hand. You'd like to think it's a birdie opportunity. One of the biggest problems here, though, was putting. This green, anything other than flat.
That one safely on the putting surface. Now this for another birdie. Cliffhanger. How do you deal with these 402 yards, Frank?
Really, you got to pick a to the right, but you have to avoid missing right here.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that means he'll get it to 22 under par. Moving now to the 14th, 396-yard par 4, dogleg left. Cutting the corner is a big risk due to a big fairway bunker. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. From a bit of a downslope here, his second to the par 4. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Certainly seen some short game skills today, and that's more evidence here, really keeping this round together as we get closer to the clubhouse.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay at 22 under. Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets.
This started toward the left side.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
Chance now for another birdie. Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll remain right where he is. Well, you're licking your chops here at the 16th. It's only 568 yards, this par 5. Clearly reachable in 2. But you can also let this hole get away from you because of all those dunes and bunkers that can become a real headache if you're off target. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. This from 7 feet. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Frank, the 17th hole. I don't like the sound of it. It's called pinched nerve, and I'm not sure I like the look of it. 249 yards, all sorts of trouble to the left.
Well, trouble to the left, there is some 20 feet below the level of the green, so that's at no-go zone. And then, of course, on the right, there's a huge mound, a sand dune there with a bunker in it. That sort of makes you hit that tee shot a little further left. But believe me, there is a little bit of green in between both.
That one needed to put on the brakes, but could not. And this will wind up over the green.
Just a little over ambitious on that chip shot. Just sailed past.
Oh, yeah, worth an exhale there. That's a good par save here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is. The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. Now this for another birdie.
And he's seemingly had no problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. Our featured golfer miles in front with 18 left to play.
I'm still scratching my head trying to find the difference between, a featured player and the rest of the field, but it's just better off the tee, better approach shots, better putting, different league.
So that should just about do it for all of us at EA Sports. Thanks for spending some time with us on the road to the Masters. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, it's live final round coverage of the Kohler Open. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that a beauty safely in the fairway to get this Sunday round started. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, hello Rich. What a treat we're in for today. The backdrop of Lake Michigan and over 1,000 bunkers. Some reports say 1,012, so finding the fairway essential around this track, and we're off to a solid start.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
This is an 11-foot putt. Okay, good putt there, but it is a bogey here at 1. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Frank, bold is beautiful here at Whistling Straits, and this second hole is for the bold, isn't it?
Well, even though it's just under 600 yards, it is reachable for the long hitters. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, because that way you can see the green. There is bunkers left, and there is bunkers right.
Yeah, that's in the fairway, so maybe a chance for a bounce back after that opening bogey. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And you really could not have placed this ball any better. Down the left half of this fairway, opening up that green beautifully to give this a crack in two.
Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it. Hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and well, let's see how good you can chip. Two good shots on this par 5. Leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2 will certainly help the cause. Well, here we are at the 188-yard par 3 third, and we'll say this a lot. This is vintage Pete Dye. It's all about the visual intimidation. You start to look around, you become terrified because there's Lake Michigan on the left, deep bunkers and dunes on the left, so obviously you want to favor that right side of that enormous green. Okay, safely aboard. He has a 12-footer here. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he's going to move to 23 under par. Back here at Whistling Straits, we're on the 4th tee. It's a par 4, and it's a good one, Frank. 494 yards.
Very intimidating to the eye there. It sort of makes you hit it down the left side, but that's where you've got to be careful. Because if you hit it down the left, it's going to kick further left and cause a lot of problems. Oh, that's a great tee shot. I know it doesn't count as a fairway hit, but when you're that far down there, the first cut is absolutely fine. Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
One thing I can say is it looks to be almost dead straight, but it's going to carry a good amount of speed as it hits that slope.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Now the 5th hole. Frank, what a par 5.
Well, strategic par 5. It's almost the shape of an S. That's why it's called snake. The best and most conservative way to play this hole is just simply play it as a 3-shotter. Tee shot down the left, second shot up there, and then just take the wedge in.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Oh, that is left, and that is trouble. Well, he obviously had enough to get it to the green with just a little bit left of target, though.
Yeah, lie's not too bad, so if you can show a little bit of maestro work around the green, you never know, something special.
This is a 16-footer. That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And fortunately, the lead's still a comfortable one, a full 4 shots. Frank, how do you like this par 4 6th hole, a little more than 400 yards?
Really, you try not to overthink this one. Just find some fairway down there around the 280, 300-yard mark, and then relatively simple second shot in here.
That will do just fine. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
No, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, what, 6, 7 feet in there? But that is an excellent approach shot.
Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he will definitely not say no to that. Heading now to the picturesque par 3-7, 221 yards along Lake Michigan. Long green, making club selection absolutely crucial and putting a challenge. Nope, couldn't get the right shape on that one. It'll miss the green left. So from the rough, Iona's down there.
Well, this is certainly interesting. To the left-hand side of the green here at 7, chipping back towards Lake Michigan off a slight downslope. This will test your nerve.
That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And players of this caliber should make this on a regular basis pretty flat with just a slight movement to the left.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. Ready to round out the front 9 here at Whistling Straits with a 442-yard par 4.
This one plays a little bit downhill in the fairway, and everything slopes towards the right. So you've got to be aware of that and just aim that tee shot a little further left than you'd think you would.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. From an ideal location, middle of the fairway, this his second. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe like to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean this is an even par front side. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got to weigh a little bit on that tee ball.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Now a 7-footer.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. This will stay a 4-shot advantage with time run out for the rest of the field. We're now at the 11th hole, and this is a huge par 5. 645 yards, Frank, that's a biggie.
And plus, this hole bends to the right, which sort of makes you think that you can hit it down the right side. But if you miss down the right, there's just a multitude of bunkers that'll swallow up that ball, and you're nearly guaranteed to make at least 6.
And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee.
I'm come new man.
More troubles there.
The little. Come.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Okay, not a bad recovery from out of the sand, and a chance, maybe, to limit the damage to 1 drop shot. Yeah, that's a good roll there to come away with just a bogey at this par 5. And that could make things a little more interesting as the lead's down to 3. Frank, the short par 3 12th, what are you looking to do?
Well, you think it's a snag. Green straight in front of you, points a little bit to the right, but just getting it and keeping it on the green, it takes some doing.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And the lead's going to stay at 3. 13th hole now, and by the looks of this one, Frank, if you were right off the tee, things could go horribly wrong.
Massive drop-offs and bunkers to the right. Doubtful that you'd ever get a good lie if you missed this fairway on the right. So, flip side, keep the ball down the left.
That one going to split the middle. Maybe get a little rollout as well. That is a good, solid tee shot. Just over 90 yards, all that's left here for his second.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Come no. Sa video bahaya sa David. Yes, a little.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. And that will drop the lead down to 2.
Now the par 4, 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver, but it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short iron in from there.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway.
Frank, with the drive off to the left side, what's the player looking at now?
Well, a blind second shot, so you've got to pick one of those mounds in the distance to really focus on a line here.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. Now we arrive at the 503-yard par 4 15th, beginning of a 4-hole stretch, rivaling any 4-hole stretch in championship golf. Hang on tight. And that one not straight enough. It's going to work its way into the bunker.
On the PGA Tour, they use shots gained. You put everybody else in the bunker there, and believe me, I think you would have beaten most of the field. Really good shot.
"12 feet still to go."
Hall new place a little. Lenovel for Fenman.
Yeah, that one on target, though it is in for double bogey. And now he's going to fall a couple of shots off the pace.
Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5 reachable. It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe two. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
Frank, I'm always amazed how quickly fortunes can change in this game. Big number on the previous hole and a big shot right here, maybe to get it all back.
Well, they only change if you've got skill, Rich. We saw the mess as you detailed on the previous hole. But to all of a sudden stand up and hit a shot like that, show us the skill on this par 5, that makes the difference.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. The putter has not been at its best, but this is a good look for birdie. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And things are getting bunched at the top. He pulls to within 1 with 2 holes to go. 17th now, and if you have a club that goes 250 yards on a good line, bust it out right now.
And if anything, you want to aim it just ahead of the right. It pays to be a little cautious here because of that mound on the left. It goes down some 20 feet below the level of the green.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, that is very well done. That was not a short bunker shot, but it is inside a foot. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he's going to remain 1 shot off the pace. Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. You make 3, you will have likely won it all.
Frank, this approach to 18, it will test you in every way.
Yeah, even off a good tee shot, it's a difficult second, and this is one that you really have to think, perhaps maybe hitting that second shot a little right of center.
Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie.
Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And this will be a final round score of 74. So just a great effort all week by our featured golfer. And this is a just reward as they'll claim this title.
All those hours on the range, Rich, all the doubts, is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Each win has to be valued. But I tell you, when it happens, enjoy it while you can.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour. Now the run to the finish beginning here at the 16th, Frank.
And there's certainly a chance for 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, you name it down here. But it's all going to start with one thing, and that's a good drive.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
that's not going to be good.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Go ahead, something.
8-foot putt here. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16. And he'll stay at 20 under. The 17th now at Whistling Straits. And if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, Dan. And you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff.
He went with a flop shot. All credit there, just not enough speed. Ball comes up considerably short.
Nope. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And he's going to fall to minus 20. We come now to one of the most celebrated finishing holes in all of golf. Whistling Straits, 520-yard par 4 18. An aggressive drive down the left side requiring a 270-yard carry over the sand dunes and bunkers. Safer to play it to the right. Yeah, that's going to work just fine in the fairway here at 18, and now they'll seek the birdie that could win them the tournament. He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there.